Codger, we know you well enough to know that opposites attract, be it in fucking dating, death, and killing. So why doesn't it occur to you as a scientist to go, well, maybe 2 millennia ago, ancient kingdoms that were inbreeding for the sake of weird tribal god image based derived beliefs about the purity of blood, made possible only through inbreeding, would therefore gain a sexual thrill from the pursuit and killing of bisexuals, non-inbred bisexuals. In particular, when you have kings and queens being groomed and primed for their roles, and here are the ways of a king, here are the ways of a queen, here's the customs of a king, here's the customs of a queen. In fact, they're fucking cousins, brothers and sister. But they're embedded with this ideology of a higher calling and superiority. They sit back on their throne and go, ha ha ha, round up and kill that one, round up. The excitement and sexual thrill that they would gain, as I put it to you, psychologically, would be from hunting down and killing bisexuals. Their instincts would go, that was lovely, and they would. But that's more simple, parsimonious. Though once it's a story told, it's not. It isn't exactly Fox News keeping you informed daily. It shuts the book on a chapter of humans' history that is to be repudiated in certain respects, lamented in certain respects. But yeah, it's of course it's for money that you wouldn't want to close the lid, scientifically or social psychologically, on your precious little pussy religious story. You fucking faggot. You PHAGGOT faggot. Little fucking faggot Roger Mark B. Nelson Mark by Nelson Toll. The fattest old faggot of them fucking all. Here it is. This is. Oh yeah, that's dog. Parsimony, sir. Parsimony. William of Ockham. Entities should not be multiplied beyond necessity. It's not a joke. If an admitted biphobe, pro-religious, even on a religious level, is dog to be in an investment class authoritarian position and tell me things like, that his religion's the only true one, but if he can get in a psych investments booming and another psychiatrist happens to be a member of different religion, he'll be there sucking their dick. But how for an admitted biphobe to go, well, we just still want to study what? Like, I've already put it to you to consider. You haven't even studied your own scriptures properly. You go, this, I don't care what term you want, take your pick. Take the Freemasons, Jesus martyr, the Christians, Jesus savior. He was a man. Was he a biped? Oh shit, that's actually prefixed with bi. Better not say he was a biped. He had hair. He had eyeballs. Um, you admit to some extent that he had body parts and humanity. So, um, you don't. The Freemasons don't like it. They're the Mark, Gospel of Mark through to Matthew and Luke 10 to 15 years later to John another 10 years after that. You watch it, and what you are reading, you'll see it. Uh, you'll see, oh, an innocent was killed. We didn't understand him. Oh, this will bring shame upon the king and queen. Oh, uh, don't include any gospels in the canon that disclose the view of the queen. Okay. Oh, in the later gospels, add more miracles, like more magic stories. Oh, okay. In the later gospels, add more vitriolic speeches so that the readers go, oh yeah, well, in history, that time in history, that makes sense that they would have killed him, especially if he was talking like that. But you don't really have that leg to stand on, knowing that this is all, you know, goes back. Earliest writings by Paul, and then first gospel, uh, bearing in no sign that even really his speech was intended for the queen or king to think about. Uh, the queen pitches that question about to what greater inspiration can you turn to than the Bible. Bowie, a genius, a genius never to be forgotten, is offered a knighthood from her, and he pitches her the question: why would I be interested in that? Um, so what I find is it's draining and inhumane is that if your identity is not acknowledged or believed to actually really exist by someone that wants to be the forefront of and involve a study initiative of you. So what this means is you will not have. It's a conflict of interest. You will, and there's no consent to it. So it's not constitutional. So you had to go involve another country in it, didn't you, Roger Markby? And you had to hope that all the drops of Murdoch's come would bridge you to a communication control level of communicational control that you like, a tall order. So it's also ecstasy has evidence that ecstasy has been neurologically destructive in rats. Okay. Well, that's an interesting tale. Roger probably hasn't done ecstasy. He's nonetheless a fucking rat. I love that episode of Pickle Rick. I think of Roger being killed, disembodied of his limbs. You died doing what you believed in, which is nothing because you're a fucking sewer fucking rat. So you've got people saying that they're in an authoritarian position and they're heavily invested in doodah, but they're not prepared to acknowledge the existence of certain types of humans, but they want to study them. What is that? That's nothing but you being fucking annoying. uh, you already have it, that your religion, secrecy, that is what you enjoy most about your religion, and the upshot of that is that you have no challenges, and you can even hide from the religion yourself. And uh, yeah, what the fulfillment is really hide and go seek. It's the one thing that remains implicit, though we know of the Freemasons as a religion of hiders. Yeah, you might find amongst them that more feral peds than Cardinal Pell. Roger could, if Roger Toll was jailed and locked up with Pell, he'd be singing, "You can ring my Pell, 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 ring my Pell," and he'd be singing that to the Cardinal. If you've admitted in principle that you cannot understand a certain type of person, and that because of your religion, in addition to the psychological concepts you would admit to embracing in your activities, that also rules out that you're not so you're religiously unwilling to accept the existence of certain type of people while believing in magical males fighting back and forth, Lucifer and God. I wonder who's got the bigger cock. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The unseen cock. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Believe in shit that doesn't everyone knows doesn't exist, and you don't believe in certain types of people that do exist. Do not study them. Do not study them, and that's why things called qualifications exist. Being qualified, but the thing is, Roger's not only unqualified, he's trained against accepting the existence of certain types of people. So he's left just going, what is it? What is it about him? What is it about him? What is it? What is it about him? Well, that parallel corresponds to the mystery, that mysterious elements that you're content to just leave, in your little religious package, and so go be religious and quit studying and sticking your nose in what you don't understand. Tomorrow is the last opportunity for you to return what you stole from me in 70 Melbourne Street, Downer, in 2010. Otherwise, there'll be any type of bugging that you are not aware of. But certainly it will generate more empirically sound results. Mason Puff.